NBA action on EA Sports alongside the former Chicago Bulls guard, Jay Williams. And away we go.
I got him. Here we go.
Curry to Adetokunbo. Nothing going here on that drive. Curry to George. Beyond the arc for three. His first effort off the mark.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Harden. Short jumper stays out. Curry with the ball. To Paul George. Takes stock of the floor. George. Irving with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Durant. Tough matchup against George. Now a steal on a very lazy pass there. Curry into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down off the step back.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Here's Curry with it up top. Looking to make something happen. To Kemba Walker. Baseline drive. From the outside, no good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
To George. Has a look. Paul George. Missed his first. That one goes.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself. Defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
To Harden. Trying to cash in. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Giannis Adetokunbo. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Harden in possession. They trail by 2. To Irving. Leonard. To James.
Hey, back door, watch that back door.
And buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Curry to Adetokunbo. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Short jumper off the mark.
You see, Ed, this is what the refs need to start calling. The defender hit the shooter right around the waist, which made him lunge into his shot and took away all of his concentration for it.
Giannis in control of the basketball. They trail by 1.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Paul George to Curry. 4-3. And Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the three.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the three.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Down just a couple. Harden to James. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested three.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Nothing going here on that drive. No good, but two shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
I'm the first to say I like the intensity as much as the next guy, but you gotta be smart. Early fouls like that may come back to haunt you later in the game.
And hits the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. To Harden. Shot won't go. Curry into the front court. Right now, 12 all. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Harden. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Joel Embiid at the line for two shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Durant across the timeline. It's 14-12. To James. Nothing going here on that drive. Won't go. Steph Curry here against Harden. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover. It's Harden. James Harden. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Curry to Westbrook. Down to 5 on the 24. Westbrook to Griffin. Fires the three. Missed it. James into the front court. The score, 14 all. And flushes it down. No stopping AD here. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Right.
George to Westbrook. George, no good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
James Harden, couple of free throws on the way. A career 85% free throw shooter. First try, no good. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Here's Westbrook controlling the offense. Embiid to Westbrook. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Westbrook. That won't go.
Pick up, pick up, pick up.
Lillard to Davis. Anthony Davis, 2 for 2. That's what you want. AD, is he a new age big?
The answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position, he can protect the rim. Plus, be a switch. He can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has the answer.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4 to Embiid.
It's going up.
Just not going down. Durant with the basketball up top. Up 5 to Harden. To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Westbrook with the basketball. Down 5 to Adetokunbo. To Middleton. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
We get a whistle and a timeout as they will get together and talk things over. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Durant to Davis. Anthony Davis. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Old school equals high percentage.
Curry to bring it up. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. To Walker. Here comes the screen. Kemba Walker guarded by Klay Thompson. To Curry. Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Adetokunbo pulls up for 2.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Here's Simmons with it up top. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Lillard to Durant. Here comes the screen. Down low for Davis. Rises for the slam.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you set the momentum for the second.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. 5-point game. Here comes the screen. Steph lets loose. Gets the shot up off the mark. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's all for this entertaining first quarter of the NBA All-Star Game. Jay and I return after this. You're watching a special presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
To Middleton. Kemba Walker. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Davis to James. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Working hard on the glass. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Westbrook into the front court. Right now, down 7 to Kemba Walker.
Hey, double screen.
Nothing going here on that drive. Walker to Westbrook. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Wide open look won't go. LeBron into the front court. Lead stands at 7. Drives, but his shot won't go down. Walker, deep left corner. Middleton buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Thompson, they'll get it down to Davis. Blake Griffin pins it. That's going to be out of bounds. Changes coming from both sides right now. Durant to James. LeBron James, 4 out of 7.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Up by 6. For Durant, down low. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
George against the former Cougar. For 3. No good. LeBron with it up top. Up 6. Harden to Thompson. Here comes the screen. Klay Thompson against George. Here's a chance from long range. Not that time. He misses.
Here we go. I got him. Block up. Here you go.
Paul George to Curry. Whoa, Chris Middleton. 3 for 3 in this first half.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Durant. Thompson. Taken down by Giannis. Curry with the basketball. Down 4. Middleton to Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. Deep right corner. Curry to Adetokunbo. Shot clock winding down. Curry won't go down.
I got it. Make that shot.
Harden with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. Down low for Leonard. Can't connect from inside. To George. Adetokunbo. 5 on the shot clock. It's George for 2. Harden with it up top. Lead 4 to Leonard. Giannis Adetokunbo able to recover with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Curry to Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Gets it in the left corner. George to Curry.
Come on, you gotta work around the screen. You're killing me.
Down to 5 on the 24. It's Steph for 2.
Rebound.
And Durant able to clear the rebound. It's in the hands of Harden. To James. Durant buries it on the catch and shoot.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll take a moment to talk things over. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Kemba Walker against Harden. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw.
Oh, yeah, get your money, man.
So he hits the first, misses the second. To Harden. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Klay Thompson trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. The free throw good as he completes the three-point play. And the lead is up to 9. Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Down for Curry. Off the assist. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court, when he looks at the rim, that naturally throws the defender off. It makes the defender lean just a little bit. In just that millisecond of you wondering what he's going to do, splash is enough for him to exploit.
Thompson to Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended. Curry into the front court. They trail by 7.
Cut it.
To Walker. From long range. And Kemba Walker. High degree of difficulty, but that's where he thrives. Counted for 3.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Paul George to Antetokounmpo. George to Curry. Steph Curry. 3 for 6 now.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Harden goes to the left side. To James. Thompson. Shot clock winding down. Harden shoots. Jumper's good.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
It's Curry controlling the offense. To Kemba Walker. Curry. Oh, errant pass as it's taken away.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Margins 8 to Paul George. Kemba Walker matched up with Harden. Antetokounmpo to Embiid. LeBron into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Lillard here against Steph. Curling inside. D's got it. Damian Lillard. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense. George here against Harden. To Adetokunbo. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Now their head coach signals for a timeout. They'll regroup before the action continues. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Leonard to Irving. Kyrie Irving. He's 2 for 2 now. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion, and it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance, and in their mind they do, but in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Kawhi Leonard. It's good.
Get it, shoot it again.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. We are at halftime. What's been a hard-fought battle so far. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
The West have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the West. The East were in need of a bit more scoring if they wanted the halftime lead.
Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments.
These are the guys getting buckets for the East.
Game trap. Rebounds.
The West All-Stars are putting in the kind of effort that doesn't always show up in our top plays. But it can't be said enough how important it is to take control of the board. That's exactly what this squad has done in this matchup.
Player of the half.
The chosen one did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Irving brings the ball up court.
I got mine, John. Get yours. I got mine.
Joel Embiid with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
I got ball,
Here's
I got ball.
Curry with it up top. His guys trail by 10. To Embiid. Paul George, 4-2. Deep 2 there, won't go.
Pick up,
To
pick up.
Irving.
I got this D on him.
To Durant. Fires the 3. Now that's a contest. Curry into the front court. Trailing by 10. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for a chance at a 3-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. Free throw good to cap off the 3-point play. That cuts it to a 7-point game. Across the timeline comes James. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. To Durant.
Hey, left.
Nothing going here on that drive.
Box,
Won't
box,
go.
box, box.
And when you miss so many chippies right around the rim, you look at their points in the paint
ball, good
production.
ball.
The
I got
first
some
half,
for
they
him.
were great. Second half, not so much.
What's that screen?
Kemba Walker. Harden's on him.
Cutter, I got yours.
To Curry. The drive. Right to the basket. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game, the scouting report.
Irving. To Durant. Beyond the arc for 3. And it's George there for the rebound.
Here we
To
go. I got
Walker.
Ball. I got ball.
Match up.
Curry. To Kemba Walker. Kevin Durant. Huge block.
Sent a message on that one there.
I got. Go to mine.
Joel
piece of that, I got a
Embiid
piece of that.
rejects it. And a chance coming up at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First try at the line.
Sorry.
No good.
Next one.
Oh, he missed on a pair.
Oh, here we go.
Deep left
I got
corner.
ball, I got ball.
Walker. Second
Knock
effort.
that down, yo. Knock that down.
On the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
James to Harden. Driving right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
They've been getting open looks, makeable shots that just can't find their way in, but it makes these next few offensive possessions down the stretch even more important.
The screen sets him up for 2. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. first one goes down.
Knock that down.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Gets it in the left corner. 4-3. Not that time. He missed it. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Now their head coach signals for a timeout. He'll get his group together and talk it all through.
An effort only fully releases its reward after a person refuses to quit. What I like about this team is that they continue to execute. As a coach, we used to talk about it all the time. I would hear it every single day. Execute, execute, execute. But if you can play with energy and execute, that's the formula for success.
Substitution being made in this one. Leonard to Irving. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Kyrie Irving looking good, 4 for 5.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Middleton to Curry.
Big pick right there.
Anthony Davis swats it. This will be out of bounds off of Davis. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Walker. Curry. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. It's a big finish.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Walker to Adetokunbo.
Follow, shot.
Can't connect.
You working for us.
LeBron James with the rock to Harden. Durant. Misfires. It's no good.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
To George. To Adetokunbo. From the painted area, won't go down. Kyrie across the timeline. Up by 6. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Strong finish for Paul George. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Durant to Harden. To James. Lets it fly from long range. That's good D. Shot no good. To Paul George.
I got him. Here we go.
Screen coming. Walker. With the interception. Great defensive play.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Curry to George. Curry to Adetokunbo. Has a chance. Giannis off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Not that time.
And it's written all over his body language. I mean, he looks frustrated, vexed, perplexed, whatever other word you want to throw at it with the accent. But seriously, that body language, that's something he needs to work on.
Paul George to Antetokounmpo. Oh, good work to step in front. The pass taken away.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Curry to Walker. George to Kemba Walker.
Cut it.
5 seconds to shoot. Antetokounmpo, open look. Well defended, shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. To James, to Davis, down low. Perfect feed to set up the basket. Now their head coach signals for a timeout. He'll get his guys together and talk things over. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Walker to Antetokounmpo. Walker to Paul George. Fires the three. He still can't find his range from deep. It's no good. To Irving.
Pick him up.
With the interception. Walker into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To George.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen. Can't guard, you got a mismatch.
Nothing going here on that drive. Add 2 points to the board.
Ed, here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
Remember that old saying? Let sleeping dogs lie?
I'm here.
I wouldn't trash talk to this guy right now. I wouldn't want to do anything to ignite him or really instigate him to start attacking more.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time.
Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Irving to James. Giannis Antetokounmpo with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't connect.
Pick up.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. Fourth quarter getting underway as it's Team LeBron with the ball first. They trail to this point, but you have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ball game.
KD with the rock. To Thompson. sizing up the defense. They'll get it to Durant.
Hey, shot.
Shot from it close, no good.
And this guy's going to come out of this game with bruises all over his body like a major heavyweight fight. He took some hard fouls in the first half. That's really deterred him from being aggressive.
Deep right corner. Thompson to Lillard. Here comes the screen.
Right. Shoot it!
Durant. Not that time.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
I'm right here. Outlet. Get your man.
Davis to Durant. And breaks it up.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Westbrook. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper misses.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Not that time.
And I know this is an off day for him, but still, that serves as no excuse for you not to give any effort on the defensive end. Here's a trick. If you get yourself engaged defensively, that can at times help you offensively.
Russell Westbrook sizing up the all-star Lillard. To Middleton. Fine to shoot.
Shot up. Oh, yeah, that's all.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Russ at the controls. Griffin to Antetokounmpo.
Hey, watch this.
Westbrook to Antetokounmpo. Here comes the screen. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Oh my goodness! Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
Shot from the lane won't go. Westbrook across the timeline. The deficit is 6. And good work defensively as the pass is taken away. Lillard to Davis. And look out!
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Russell Westbrook trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. It's back to a 5-point game.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Lillard to Simmons. Finish that. Screen coming, and he's fouled. Davis going to the line for 2.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Anthony Davis. A couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. First one, count it.
Good shot, baby.
Ooh, I like that.
Able to convert on both free throws. Into the front court, it's Walker. The margin standing now at 7. To Westbrook. Has a look. Shot by Westbrook won't go. To Lillard. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
Here's the beautiful thing about having a bad game. As long as it says W in the win column after the game is over, then nothing else really matters. You've done your job.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Westbrook. Good for 3.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing, Ed.
Nikola Jokic sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Here we go. My ball.
George to the basket, but it won't go.
My ball.
To James. And scores.
No defense.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Curry has it.
I got ball.
My ball.
Hey, double screen.
To Paul George. Jokic to George. Down to 5 on the 24. Paul George fires, knocks it down off the step back.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
James to Durant. Around the perimeter. Leonard to Durant. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. LeBron James wants it. Wide open look, won't go. To Embiid. Stuffs it down with authority.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
She come right.
James.
She's coming.
It's Steph Curry with the rock.
Here we go. I got
To
him.
Paul George. Middleton. Probing the defense. To George. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. George lets it fly with the step back.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
Hart in possession. All even here in the 4th. Here comes the screen.
This is right here. This is it.
Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
No excuse to not be a little bit more physical there on the defensive end. Needed that stop.
Lock up.
Curry to bring it up. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. To Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. And the rebound taken in by Davis. Davis to Harden. For three, that's off the side of the rim, no good. Middleton to George. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. It's James controlling the offense.
I got ball.
To Davis. Surveys the floor.
Hey, it's off. Get the board.
The shot no good for Davis. To Curry.
Oh, here it is, hit it.
Paul George to Embiid.
Come on, you got to work around the screen. You're killing me.
Short jumper stays out.
You know, and everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
I got ball.
Anthony Davis snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And scores, plus the foul. Patented move for Anthony Davis, and a chance at three.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Anthony Davis at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Giannis in control of the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Paul George. Knocks it down from mid-range. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively, he makes those clutch shots. It re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
To Irving. James. Goes reverse to lay it in.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Adetokunbo to Middleton. To George. Curry to Paul George. Curry. Shot off the mark. Good defense. And now an intentional foul. So they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game. Anthony Davis has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. We get a whistle and a timeout as they'll get a minute to regroup and talk things over. contact and going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Free throw is good to finish off the three-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
This is why teammates love him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play, but you're also sending a message, setting the tone. You can't half-step on that.
And hits the first free throw.
Coming right back to you.
And gets both to drop at the line. Late heave to beat the buzzer.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The West All-Stars took this down to the wire before getting the win.
And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest.
The East All-Stars
just couldn't close this one out. Sure, it's great they shot so well from 3, but none of that really matters when your team has one more loss to show for it.
Check out the leading scores for the East All-Stars.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
The All-Star Game MVP.
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1. The All-Star Game MVP. Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
The West
got the win in a nail-biter.
You ask me, and I'll tell you with the ball move.